What do we got here?
Got a 1946 Royal Riders motorcycle memorabilia.
Yeah, this is the way they used to ride. The helmet was to keep you warm, it wasn't to protect your head.
I've been in motorcycle accidents, and this wouldn't have been a fun thing to have crashed in.
Yeah. I came down to the shop today to sell my 1946 Royal Riders motorcycle memorabilia. I have a lot of memorabilia just sitting in my house, and I'd like to get rid of some of them.
So, what can you tell me about it?
Ed Kretz was the founder of Royal Riders Motorcycle Club back in the 40s, and they used to do English trials, which they used to ride across 2x4s, go through ditches. They used to have all kinds of fun doing it.
Yeah, a lot of motorcycle clubs started right after World War II. It's because the motorcycles were so cheap. There was thousands and thousands of military motorcycles that they auctioned off. And actually the term chopper comes from this time period because they would basically chop everything off they could to make it lighter and faster.
Plus, you got to remember, these guys came home from World War II a little high-strung. I mean, they were used to getting shot at, and it's kind of hard to spend 4 years doing that, then come home and sit in a rocking chair.
Yeah.
During World War II, GIs fixed and maintained everything from motorcycles to airplanes. So after the war, a lot of those guys started messing around with motorcycles as a hobby. Tons of these clubs popped up in the post-war era. I can't imagine just wearing this.
A little different than today.
Yeah. You know, it's neat that he's got the kidney belt right there because they're driving old, like, Indian Scouts and things like that with no rear suspension.
Right.
You needed a kidney belt if you went for a long ride.
And the condition looks pretty good. The goggles are a little worse for wear, but all in all, it's in a pretty good shape, and you already framed it for me, so that's half the battle right there.
The way an item is presented is almost as important as the item itself. Memorabilia collectors really like to show their stuff off, so if it's in a nice frame, it's way easier to sell.
So what do you want to do with it? Pawn it or sell it?
I'd like to sell it.
You know, it's something that's definitely cool. My biggest concern is I don't know that much about the Royal Riders or Ed Kretz. So let me call my buddy Danny in, who knows almost everything there is to know about motorcycles, and he can kind of give me a better idea of what I got sitting in front of me.
Sure, that's fine.
I've been into motorcycles since I was 13 years old. So if this uniform is really an important piece of motorcycle history, I definitely want it in my shop.
Danny, my man, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Jet? How you doing, Corey? What do we got going on here, man?
We got an old motorcycle outfit from the Royal Riders MC.
Wow. I grew up in the industry. Between my father and my uncles, it's always been about cars and bikes. It's cool to see a riding uniform or colors from that old club back in the day. It was normally military guys getting together after their service. Well, Ed Kretz Sr., he started this club. He was a really cool cat. This guy was a heck of a motorcycle rider. He won the very first Daytona 200. He held, speed records. He was kind of a pioneer in aggressive, competitive motorcycling. The Royal Riders were a pretty significant club because it was really early on. I mean, these guys formed in the 40s, and that's an awfully long time ago to start a motorcycle club.
My big question is, what's it worth?
Is this actual Ed Kretz riding attire, or?
I don't think it was his attire.
If it was Ed Kretz's himself, it would definitely be more valuable. Well, it looks in really nice shape. I would say something like this should be worth anywhere from like $1,200 to $1,500 in my opinion.
Thanks, Danny.
Rick, always a pleasure. Corey?
Yeah, brother.
Well, unfortunately, this uniform didn't really belong to anybody of real significance. For me personally, I was really stoked to see this.
Tell me, my man, what are you looking to get out of it?
I'd like to get $1,500.
$1,500. I'm a little biased here because I like it myself, but I am gonna have to resell this thing. I'll give you $1,000 for it.
I hate to do that. How about 13? I just think it's a really cool piece. It's got great colors. It's got some history to it.
I'll go 12.
All right, how about $1,250?
How about $1,150?
How about $1,200?
All right, $1,200 deal.
All right, thanks. We settled on $1,200, and I'm fine with that. I'll use it for something else.